Hi, I'm Mike Brown, running for the position of mayor in the city of Rome, and decided to shake things up a little bit and do a video. I'm going to start doing this on a regular basis, I think. I like the idea. A couple of weeks ago, I was meeting with a friend in Denny's here in Rome late in the evening, and we were waited upon by a very personable young woman whom I'll call Anne. When we engaged her in pleasantry, she told us she was getting off soon and had quite a way to walk to get home. She said she'd sold her car so that she could pay her rent, which had just gone up quite a bit. And we asked about public transportation, and she said that it was just too infrequent and simply didn't run on Sundays, making it virtually useless to her. And she has kids at home, and she has responsibilities and not enough time. And was very, very frustrated. And this was very eye opening. Um, I began to listen and to watch this segment of our community. They're hurting badly. So I started asking questions. What would make your life easier? What are your biggest concerns? And the answers that I got are not earth shattering or difficult to grasp. The issues seem to come down to two things: housing and transportation. Now, as a city and a nation, we are dealing with a big elephant in the room that nobody seems to want to acknowledge. There's an entire portion of our society that has fallen behind. Now, a lot of people call this group the working poor, so that's what I'll refer to it as. These are our family, our friends, our neighbors, our coworkers, our in-laws, people that we graduated high school or college with. In short, they're people who, for whatever reason, cannot keep up in our increasingly segmented and layered society. That said, let me differentiate between the working poor and those on assistance. Those on assistance, for whatever reason, are unable to work. The working poor work, and they work, and they work, and they get nowhere. Now, rent and transportation are things we all grapple with, but for the working poor, they're increasingly mutually exclusive. People working for minimum wage are quite simply finding it difficult to pay their rent and keep a car. Buying a home is completely out of their realm of possibility. We as a society can't be blind to this. This was the American dream. This cannot happen. This is ripping our communities apart. Those who have are increasingly frustrated at the seeming complacency of those who don't have and their inability to raise their stature. They don't understand that it's not possible because the working poor are incredibly frustrated because they're stuck and they have no ability to raise their stature. They can't rise from their state. There's no easy answers, and there are certainly no fast fixes. This is a societal issue. What kind of society do we want to be? Now, I've never been one to throw money at a problem and hope some of it may stick and fix a thing or two. That's why our fiscal house is in such a mess. Rather, I've always tried to look at a situation and try to figure out what the basic issue is and then think, what would be the most logical and simple way to address an issue? And then that said, I've been talking to others like Ann and ask them what a workable city might look like. Things that this community needs are simple and they're really doable. Transportation. Let's figure out a way to get Centro service to run on Sundays. People work on Sundays like every other day. In fact, if you're working a minimum wage job, you are more than likely to have to work on Sundays. Now, jobs and transportation. It's difficult to address these issues without putting things in perspective. Several months back, people were jumping at a chance to bring perhaps 20 jobs to town for a proposed slaughterhouse project. Now, whether you agreed or didn't agree with the slaughterhouse project, a lot of people need those jobs, okay? Many in our community are frustrated. They can't get back and forth to the Turning Stone Resort in order to work there. The nation is planning a $100 million retail expansion. Hundreds of new jobs. Rome has people that need work. 9 miles from Rome, we have the biggest economic engine in the region. Do the math. Let's figure out a way to get our people there and back. Does this mean a sit down with the nation to try to figure it out? Why not? Hey, it would benefit both Rome's workers and the nation, which is going to need an influx of new workers. We need a 24/7, 365-day-a-year solution. An hourly shuttle. This is not rocket science, but we need political will to make it happen. We need an advocate or leader. The mayor of a city is many things to many people. One thing that this person must be is a leader. This person needs to speak for the weakest and most vulnerable in our community as much as for the richest and most powerful. In the absence of money to throw at a problem, we've got to get creative. Political will can move mountains if people sign on. That is what is needed. We need to enlist private entities, nonprofits, churches, social fellowships, other organizations, and ask for their help with the myriad of social issues facing our community. Municipal government cannot do this alone. You just can't do it. There's a decided lack of municipal coordination in place to address any pressing social need. Let's start to lead our city. We need a leader who's willing to roll up their sleeves, get their hands dirty, doing what is needed. Let's enlist Habitat for Humanity to help with turning around some of our rotting housing stock. Let's empower neighborhoods to deal with pressing social issues through block watches and close interaction with our police and fire departments. We need to revisit the idea that this is our community. It belongs to us all. And that we are only going to succeed as a community if we can bring the community together, rich, poor, educated, non-educated, young, old, together for the common good. I'm interested in your thoughts. Please visit me at Facebook at Mike for Mayor. Email me at Mike4, at Holby.com. You can call me anytime at 888-926-8989 or visit my website at Mike4Mayor.vision. Now, I ask you, if you like what I have to say, please share this. It's really, really important. A leader is not just somebody who says, this is what we're going to spend, and this is how much we're going to spend, and this is the way we're going to spend it, and kisses babies and shakes hands. No, a leader is a person who actually gets down and dirty. They figure out how to fix things. They work with the community, and they hold people's hands, and they speak for the community in order to better the community. I ask for your help to help me get into office so that we actually can make a difference together. Thanks.